Hey everyone. I want to say thank you to Jenny for creating this platform where women can encourage each other through the best kept secrets that they receive from the Lord. Jenny, it's because of your obedience that people are being strengthened and encouraged during this season. And so I just want to say thank you for saying yes to the call that God has for this platform. I've really lately been in the Old Testament and studying the stories from centuries ago. And a lot of times the Old Testament can seem intimidating or maybe boring. I've always kind of gravitated towards the New Testament because it's more clear-cut instructions for living. But the more I read about the Old Testament, the more I find Jesus in the Old Testament. I've heard it said that the Old Testament is the New Testament concealed, and the New Testament is the Old Testament revealed. And I see it so clearly. The New Testament gives us instructions for living, but in the Old Testament, we find out exactly why we need those instructions. And you see it clearly in the book of Esther. I've been reading the book of Esther, and you may be somebody who feels like they're called to a group of people. And I believe that the book of Esther is a perfect template of when we are called to a group of people and how it is our responsibility to influence and redeem that group of people. And so Esther, she was a foreigner. She was an orphan, exiled to where she had to be adopted by her cousin Mordecai, who then became like a mentor to her and led her to a place where she would eventually help save an entire race. Imagine being Esther, and if for you to be summoned into the king's court, even if you were the queen, which Esther became the queen, you would have to get permission to come and address your king. And that was one of the steps she had to take in order to save the people. But she did it with bravery. You may feel like you're called to a group of people. Maybe it's those who are oppressed. Maybe it's those who are sick. Maybe it's young children. Maybe it's people, the minority. Maybe it is people who have been abused and hurt. There are a number of group of people that need our yes to whatever they're facing. And from Esther's story, we can learn the importance of obedience. Esther was obedient to Mordecai, even though she may have been afraid about approaching the king, her husband. She said yes, and she went. She took the mentorship from Mordecai, and she boldly went into the king's quarters and found favor with God. But before that, she fasted, and I believe she prayed. And fasting and prayer is the key. It's the key to our Christian living. It helps us hear from God and discern exactly what we're supposed to do. And so with mentorship, with fasting and prayer, and just saying, being obedient until death, Esther said, I will do it. Mordecai told Esther, I believe you're here for such a time as this. And Esther believed it too. And I believe each one of us are here right now on this earth with everything that we're facing right now. We are here for such a time as this to reach a particular people group that God wants to use the gifts and the talents that he's placed inside of us to help save and redeem so that they don't end up with eternal damnation. We are called to do our part in this. And so I want to encourage you that you have been equipped, that God has given us everything that we need to reach this group of people. It's just a matter of our yes and our obedience. And so I want to encourage you, if you feel afraid or you feel like you need the courage to do this, read the story of Esther and see the hand of God throughout this story. You don't hear the name of God. You don't read the name of God anywhere in the book of Esther. It's the one book in the Bible. You don't see God's name, but you can absolutely see his footprint in every passage, how he leads her and guides her to save an entire race. And so think about that group of people that God has placed on your heart, the one where you just are moved to tears because you hate that this group of people is in this predicament. And I believe God will give you exactly what you need, exactly the words to say, the influence you need, and the action steps to take to save that group. And be encouraged to know that you're not alone, that he is with you. He is with you in this journey. All right, guys, I hope you are encouraged to just love on that group of people and to see God use you specifically to save them. All right, I'll see you guys. Bye-bye.